It had started as a simple plan for a weekend getaway. Michael and Philip had driven to their cherished cottage in the countryside, where they often sought refuge from the stresses of city life. But their idyllic getaway took an unexpected turn when Michael received an urgent call from work. Duty called, and he reluctantly left Philip behind, thinking it would only be for a few hours. As he rushed back to the cottage that fateful day, Michael's car careened off the road, leaving him unconscious with a severe concussion. He awoke in the hospital, disoriented, with his head swathed in bandages. The hospital room seemed unfamiliar, and it took him a while to piece together what had happened. His memories slowly returned, and with them came a wave of guilt and anxiety about Philip. In his haste to leave, Michael had forgotten to provide food or water for his faithful companion. There was no one he could call to check on the dog, as he had lived a solitary life for years, estranged from his distant relatives. When he was finally discharged from the hospital, Michael drove back to the cottage, praying he would find his beloved pet unharmed. Arriving at the property, an eerie silence enveloped the area. He called out for Philip, but there was no response. As he stepped inside the cottage, he noticed chewed apple cores scattered on the floor. Philip must have been ravenous, but there were no signs of the dog, and the enclosed property had no obvious escape routes. Desperation clawed at Michael's chest as he scanned the premises, but then he heard an unsettling noise. A branch from a nearby tree cracked, and his heart leaped into his throat. He looked up, and there, perched at the very top of the tree, was his massive Newfoundland. Michael's breath caught in his throat, knowing that the towering height could only mean one thing: Philip would come crashing down. Unable to rescue Philip himself, Michael called for a professional rescue team. Trained personnel arrived, and with great effort and expertise, they managed to reach the towering Newfoundland and bring him safely to the ground. Philip was malnourished and weak, having endured a week without sustenance, but he was alive. Tears filled Michael's eyes as he embraced his loyal friend, realizing the depths of devotion and survival instincts that had driven Philip to such extraordinary measures.